Hey guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. So I'm here with another goodie bag unboxing. This time it's a Space NK one and it is the Beauty Discovery Gift Summer Highs Edit. So this was free with a £175 spend or equivalent in whichever country you're in, and it's worth over £430. So there's a whole range of products. In this video I'm going to unbox everything for you, talk to you about the products. I've used a lot of them before. We'll have a look at some of the textures, things like that, and yeah, I'll let you know my thoughts on this one. This time I actually only bought one thing to get the gift, which is kind of scary when you think about it. If you watched my recent Harrods goodie bag gift with purchase unboxing, I'll put a card here if you haven't seen it. I bought the Dr. Dennis Gross Face Wear Pro, which is like the full-on face mask, and really enjoying it. I've only been using it a couple of weeks, but first impressions are great. I have taken a before picture. I will take an after picture. I'll do a video on it at some point when I've used it for a lot longer than just a couple of weeks. Anyway, long story short, that is what made me decide to buy this. So this is what cost £175, which then got me the gift for free. So the reason for getting this is the Dr. Dennis Gross Eye Care Pro Spectral Eye blah blah blah. Now it is for anti-aging, specifically around the eyes, whereas the face mask is like an all over but doesn't sort of target the eyes in the same way. It's worth having both if you want to. Both are obviously big investment purchases, but hopefully I'll have them for many years and enjoy the benefits. But one of the reasons that I went for this is I'd read a lot of reviews that actually it was sort of helping to tighten the eye area, and I have quite hooded eyes, so if it improves that at all, it will be well worth it. So this one looks like this, and then obviously you press the button, it lights up and stuff. It comes with a little USB wire. I actually use the wire off the face mask rather than unfastening this one, and it comes with its own little pouch in orange. Very cute. It doesn't actually say Dr. Dennis Gross on the one's a white pouch, just a simple drawstring pouch. I actually tend to keep both items in the box with the instructions. They say to store it in the pouch. I don't suppose it massively matters. I just at the moment keep them both in their boxes. So onto the goodie bag slash gift with purchase. It comes in a standard Space NK box, nothing too spectacular. I've checked, I've got everything here. There's also a little leaflet that explains all of the products, and this being a Planning with Crystal video, I have also worked out the individual value of each individual item, because it's just something I do. People seem to enjoy it. So the idea behind this is all about achieving all your summer goals with this deluxe edit of top to toe beauty discoveries. Now, this is one of those gifts that was open to everybody, whereas just recently they've had a lot of smaller gifts. You haven't had to spend as much, the value hasn't been as much, and it's only been open to new customers. This one thankfully was open to everyone, so yay. Let's dive into the gift in some detail. So the first item is from Kate Somerville. I spoke about this recently. I actually got a full size in a mystery bundle in my FabFitFun box. Again, I'll put a card if you haven't seen it, but this is just awesome. This is my favourite cleanser to use when my skin is being a little bit annoying and I'm getting like hormonal breakouts or a little bit of extra oiliness. This is perfect. So it's like a funny kind of greenish colour, smells okay. There's no fragrance or anything in it, so it kind of smells a little bit herbally, shall we say, but it's really good. It's like a kind of creamy texture, and then when you add water it kind of foams a little bit, but in a nice way. It's not got SLS in it, doesn't strip your skin. It's really nice. This particular size, which is 30ml or a fluid ounce, is worth £9.50 based on how much a full size would cost you. Banish impurities and allow the skin to breathe with this gentle cleanser that sloughs away dead skin cells and delivers a range of hydrating benefits. Really good. If you are like dry skin, sensitive skin, you could still use this without any issues. I get patches of like dry skin and I do get sensitivity and stuff, and I can be prone to issues with that, but I don't have any issues with this. It's a really good product, so if you've got it, I think you'll like it. Next up, we've got an SPF, as you would expect. I was expecting SPFs in this, given the title. It's all about summer, of course we need SPF. So this one is from Ultraviolet. It's the SPF 30 Clean Screen Fragrance Free Gel. UVA, UVB broad spectrum, 15ml or half a fluid ounce. I actually really like this product. I've got a couple of minis of it because I bought a few of the mini sets when it first came out, just to like discover which of the formulations I like. So Ultraviolet, if you're not aware, they're an Australian brand. I enjoy all of their products, but this, for me, isn't spoken about as much as some of the other ones in the range. It's not as popular, should we say, as some of the other ones in the range. But what I love about it is I can put it on the most sensitive skin and it doesn't cause any irritation, which is no mean feat. So it's got like one of those where you twist the bottom to get the product out, and it's got a little bit of a tint to it. Now, I don't get any white cast with this or any of the other ultraviolet products, but obviously I'm very pale, so I can't speak for people with deeper tones. I don't believe it causes a white cast, but let me know if you've tried it and you're a deeper skin tone, if you've had any issues. But it's just a lovely sunscreen. So it seems to wear really well on the skin. It doesn't feel like you've got anything on. It adds a little bit of hydration, strangely enough, even though it is kind of a little bit mattifying, and like I said, really good for sensitive skin. So it's particularly good as well if you're prone to breakouts, because you won't get breakouts with this basically. But it's really, really good, really, really lovely. So really happy to have another one of these. And I actually quite appreciate smaller SPFs because you can put them in the bag and reapply them when you're out for the day. So in this size, it's worth £9.60. However, they did do, I don't think they've got them at the moment, but they did do some little duos in 15ml where you could get like 2 duo products, like £15. And then they do bigger sets at the moment, they're like £50 with I think the whole range, but again in mini form. Really, really great brand. I definitely would recommend it. One of my favourite SPF brands right now, in fact. It says, not just for summer, this everyday SPF blends mineral and chemical sunscreens to help protect reactive, acne-prone or normal to combination skin. So, if you've been watching my favourites videos, I will have been raving pretty much every month since it came to the UK about Necessaire, which is a US brand, and I'm so excited. They're available at Space NK. It's literally the only place in the UK you can get it, unless you ship it over from the US from Necessaire. Anyway, this is one of my favourite products of theirs. It is the body lotion, fragrance free, which is one of the best bits about it is that it's fragrance free, just because it doesn't irritate your skin. Just amazing. Anyway, so this is a 70ml or 2.4 fluid ounce size. So it's not a size you can buy, but it's a decent travel size, and I will be keeping it for travel. But I'll show you my full size so you can have a look at like the texture and stuff. But it is literally the best body cream I've ever used, or body lotion. It has like niacinamide in there, it's got ceramides in there, it's got some gorgeous ingredients. So if you're not familiar with Necessaire, you need to check it out. It's basically body care products, but the quality of the ingredients are the same as like high-end skincare for your face. So it's like looking after your body. It's just amazing. This is my full size one. It was £28 in this size. So it's 200ml or 6.8 fluid ounce is the full size. Super sleek packaging as well. Just honestly, there's nothing from the range I wouldn't recommend, but I do think the body lotion is one of the best. So it's a lotion, but it sort of, for me, sits somewhere between a lotion and a body cream. So it's a lot thicker than your average lotion. And the great thing about that is I don't feel like I need much to cover large areas of my skin. I feel like it lasts a long time. It makes your skin so soft. And because of those amazing ingredients in there, it really is actually improving the appearance of your skin and the feel of your skin. It's gorgeous. So it's like anti-aging for the body. I love it. So this is worth £9.80 in the size we get it in the gift. It says a skin-loving cocktail of niacinamide and vitamin C and D. This body moisturiser will instantly nourish dry and sensitive skin. Next up, we've got a sample size of Luna, which is the gorgeous, gorgeous oil. Again, I've spoken about this before. It's from Sunday Riley. We get a 5ml size, which is, like I said, the sample size. In this size, it's worth £15. So a full size, the smallest kind of full size you can get is 15ml, which is £45. This is a third of a full size. I'm going to show you what this looks like. It's such a gorgeous product. Working overnight to ensure you wake up from a radiant complexion, this retinol and plant-based complex is beauty sleep at its finest. So it's an effective retinol, but it's not that strong where it's gonna like irritate your skin and cause it to peel, or any of those sort of negative side effects you get from retinol. So it's a really nice kind of starter retinol, or it's nice to kind of layer with more powerful retinols just because of the other benefits and the nice parts of this product. And I remember the first time I ever used this product, that's how much of an impression it made on me. It's one I always have because I love it. And I remember I was in the US, I'd got a little kit from Sephora. They do like Sephora favorites kits, has lots of minis and stuff in. And I tried this product one night and I thought, oh, I'm not sure about this. It spoke about resurfacing and things like that. And I thought, don't know if I like the idea of it, don't know how my skin's going to react. Don't ask me why, but I actually put it on my nose, just like a little bit on the side of my nose, just to sort of test it. Woke up the next morning, literally a couple of drops. Woke up the next morning and like my pores looked smaller and cleaner. And like I could literally see overnight the difference between the skin that I'd had it on, the skin I hadn't. From then I was like hooked. So it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous product. Let me show you what it looks like though. So it tends to last quite a long time because you only need a couple of drops. Now this that's making it blue is called Blue Tansy, and it's got such a lovely scent to it. So it just leaves your skin with a bit of a glow, and it doesn't like come off onto your pillow or anything like that. It hydrates, it resurfaces the skin, like it's got a little bit of retinol and stuff in there. It's just a gorgeous product. But the smell, there's something about the smell that just makes me think of sleeping. And it's not lavender or any of those kinds of scents. It's the blue tansy. It's just a lovely scent. It's just something I really love. And it's something that I identify as with this product, and I love it. So yes, long story short, I love it. It's brilliant. Very happy to have a little miniature version. And next up, a little natural deodorant. This is a Malin and Goats Bergamot Deodorant. Again, I have spoken about this before. I've bought this in a full size before. So this is a teeny weeny tiny one, and it's 5.1 grams or 0.18 ounces. So it's super, super tiny. Now it's a natural deodorant. It smells of bergamot. Now, what do I mean by natural deodorant? If you're not familiar, that means there isn't any aluminium in. Aluminium does block the pores under your arms. This doesn't. So there is a little bit of an adjustment period. If you're used to using like an antiperspirant or a deodorant that's got those ingredients in, like aluminium, baking soda, that kind of thing, and then you switch to something, if you use a deodorant at the moment that has got aluminium in, which most of them do unless they're a natural deodorant, there is a bit of a switching period where you will feel like this isn't working as a deodorant until your body kind of kicks out the bits that were in your blocked pores, if that makes sense. Read about it online. There's a lot of information about switching from an aluminium to an aluminium free deodorant, but this is quite a nice one. It's a great formulation. I actually really like these little diddy ones for putting in your bag when you're out and about. I say that a lot, but that's the best bit about minis, is you can take them out and about with you or travel with them. So it says, stay fresh throughout the day with this clean and effective formula that helps to neutralise unwanted odours and makes you smell like bergamot. So it's a great unisex scent as well. Definitely would be suitable for a man or a woman. I've worn it loads and I like it. It smells like bergamot. So yes, a win for me. Next up, we've got a product from Beauty. It's the Super Hydrator, 10ml or 0.33 fluid ounce. Rattling around a lot in there. I'm not going to open this right now because I've got a lot of skincare on the go, but I've used it before. The second ingredient in this is squalane, really good, so it's nicely moisturising. The only problem for me, it's got shea butter in, which I find causes like breakouts and things when I use it on my face. So I'm glad I looked at that ingredient because I don't think I'll be opening it now. I think I'll be gifting it to somebody else who can make use of it. But even in this size, it's worth £32. It says, powered by a next level form of hyaluronic acid, this innovative formula delivers all day moisture and long-term benefits. Really nice from what I remember, like I said, apart from the fact that it causes breakouts for me. Other than that, if that's not an issue for you, then this is a really nice option. And it's a decent size because you can actually buy it in a 15ml. Next up, we've got Olaplex's newest launch, and I've got it in a full size. I've been using it, I can tell you all about it. So it's the number 9 Bond Protector Nourishing Hair Serum. We get a 20ml or 0.68 fluid ounce size. Now in this size, it's worth £5.77. But the full size, I think it costs me like £26 or something. So it doesn't sound like you're getting lots and lots of products. 20ml will last ages, certainly compared to how much I actually use of this. But it's a great way to try it before you kind of commit and pay £26 for a hair care product you might not like. But this is what it looks like in a full size. This is, like I said, the one I got, which is 90ml or 3 fluid ounce. It says antioxidant rich serum improves manageability, smooths and protects. I literally just put one little pump of this, and I just put it on the sort of middle ends to ends, and I do find it adds a little bit of moisture to the middle ends and ends of my hair, and it makes it a little bit softer and just feel a little bit more sleek. Don't judge it too much. I have done my hair about 12 hours ago and it's the evening and I'm filming after work, so my hair probably isn't looking great like most of my videos. But I do recommend this. So I do feel like it's giving it that little bit of protection. It definitely helps with detangling, frizz control, all that kind of stuff. So yes, really lovely product. So it says, shielding tresses from heat styling and pollution, this all new leave-in serum will lead the way in your hair styling routine. So it's like a gel kind of texture. Rather than any of the other products, it's a little bit out on its own. It's a different texture completely, but it's actually really good and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm really happy now that I've got a smaller one I can travel with, because that's a little bit big for travel, let's be honest. So yeah, very, very happy to see that in there. And if you haven't tried it, it's nice to have a new launch in there, isn't it? Next up, we've got a mini mascara. I say mini, it's actually a travel size. This actually retails on the Space NK website for £19 for a 4 gram size. So it's 4 grams or 0.14 ounces. So it's by Terry. It's a really good mascara. It says, this perfectly proportioned mascara is the ideal travel companion, and its nourishing Lumicoat Care technology provides root to tip protection for long game lash wins. It's just a really nice mascara. It's really black. It lasts all day. I don't find it flakes, but it's not waterproof. It just makes your lashes look long and glossy and black. Just very nice. Then we've got a product from Institut Ethyderm, Paris. and it's Bronze Repair. Now, I've had things from this brand before, but what puts me off about using it, it doesn't actually tell me what the SPF is on this. And I just don't understand the logic of it. So it says protective, anti-wrinkle and firming face care for strong sun. And that's it. It doesn't sort of say what level of protection it's got or anything. I just find it really bizarre. And it's quite an expensive one. So a 50ml full size would be £57. I mean, it's quite a lot of money that for a sunscreen. Now, this is worth £17.10 in this teeny tiny size. So I don't get it. Please tell me if you've used this. Am I missing a trick? So it says, made for days in the sun, this soothing and firming cream minimises the effects of photoaging while optimising your natural tan. I just, why not say what the SPF is? I don't get it. Someone explain it to me, please. Next up, we've got a product from Eborian. It is Skin Hero. Now, this isn't my favourite Eborian product. My favourite Eborian product of all time is their CC cream, the original one. I will put a card here if you want to watch that video. I love it. It's like the best CC cream ever. It's just the best. Anyway, totally off topic, but every time I see Eborian, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love that CC cream. I have been repurchasing it for years, just makes the skin look amazing. Anyway, this is another of their products. So it's Skin Hero. And I've used this before and I just don't find myself reaching for it. I think because the CC cream is so much better, I find myself using that instead. It's as simple as that. But it is still a nice product, just not as good as that CC cream. So it says your skin but better. This non-tinted skin perfector uses K-Beauty technology to smooth, blur and enhance the appearance of bare skin. And it's worth £4.93 in this size. It says 7-day transformation. So it's 5ml or 0.1 ounce. So you probably get a week out of it, maybe. Depends how much you put on. So yeah, you'll definitely get a few days anyway to see how you like it. Maybe you would get a week. I'm not really sure how long I get out of a 5ml. I don't tend to wear things like this every day, so it's kind of hard for me to judge, but you would definitely get a good few uses out of it. So this is what it looks like. So it is just like nothing on the skin. It just doesn't look like anything. And then it's supposed to make the skin look a little bit better, a little bit blurred. It's kind of hard to tell, isn't it, on the back of your hand. From what I remember, like I said, it was a nice product, just not as nice as the CC cream. So try it and let me know what you think. Next up, we've got a product from Patchology, and it's a pair of their eye gels. I've used these before. These are very nice. These are the Restoring Night Eye Gels. These have got retinol in them, and it's worth £3.60 for this one-off pair. So they are like a disposable eye mask one-off treatment. Usually you could buy them in a pack of 30 for £54. You can also buy them, I think, in like a 5-pack for £18 or something like that. Anyway, it says, when beauty sleep doesn't quite cut it, these eye masks will wake up and brighten tired eyes with their potent retinol and peptide blend. So they are very nice. I do find a lot of under eye masks, the effects are temporary but still really nice to use. And this would be a nice one to use where you want to wake up the next day and you want your under eye area just to look that little bit smoother. And I do think you could probably use them quite regularly in place of like a night eye cream and just see if you can get any like long-term benefits from it. There's so many things in this gift. It's from the Sisley Paris Hair Ritual collection, and it is the Restructuring Conditioner with Cotton Proteins. So we have got a 15ml or half of a fluid ounce. Prevent breakages and maintain hair health with this soothing conditioner formulated with a blend of active ingredients for health, vitality and shine. Sisley do gorgeous products. They're just super expensive. So a 200ml, which would be like a full-size conditioner, is £55. That is an awful lot of money for a conditioner. But this one is worth £4.12. So again, you get a few uses out of it and you'll see if it is worth getting one of these in a full size. I'm excited to have it. Not sure why there isn't like a shampoo to go with it, but that's just me. But I do look forward to using it all the same. The reviews are really good on this, so it is definitely nice to have a decent sample size to give it a few goes. So in this gift, you would get one of two products from La Mer. So you will either get the moisturising cream or the moisturising cool gel cream. Of course, it's a sample size, so you'll either get whichever of the two moisturisers, but in 7ml or 0.24. So I've got the moisturising cool gel cream. So I'll tell you about them both. So this one, it says, is enriched with vitamins, minerals and sea-sourced ingredients. The rejuvenating gel cream delivers a burst of moisture to dry, dehydrated skin. The other one, the moisturising cream, is enriched with the famous Miracle Broth TM, and it's a soft enriched day cream which nourishes skin with moisture and vitamins, which probably would be better for my skin because I'm more combo oily. whereas this one is more for dry sensitive skin, which my skin, I wouldn't describe it as dry. Sensitive, yes. So this is what it looks like in the famous La Mer packaging. So I will pass this to somebody who I think will enjoy it. But yeah, a nice way to try one of their creams, because let's be honest, they're ridiculously expensive. So this is worth £35, whichever of the two you get. So yeah, really good opportunity to try the brand. Next up is a product I used this morning, in fact, when I was getting ready and having a shower this morning. So this actually got the exact same size, same product, same everything in the Harrods gift with purchase. It's from Natra Bise Barcelona, and it is the Diamond Well Living, the body scrub. So I wasn't holding out that much hope for this, but actually I really enjoyed using it. When I smelt it in the tube, I was thinking it smells like sweets and baby powder mixed together. That's just what it smelled like to me. In the shower, when I was actually using this scrub, it actually smelled just really kind of citrusy and zesty and just really nice. So it's like a clear gel with like little black bits in, which I guess is the diamond scrub or whatever. It's really nice. It's a really nice scrub, really enjoyable to use. Didn't irritate my skin even though it has fragrance in it. And yeah, it was just an all-round good egg. So a full size would be 250 grams and £180. Is that right? Crikey. It says, prepare to bare your softest summer skin yet with this luxurious scrub packed with a blend of rich emollients, delicate exfoliant and marine salt. It melts into skin and leaves limbs luminous. So in this 20ml size, it is worth £6.48. I'm sure it's not £180 for a full size. I'm sure it's not. I can't remember now, but I'm sure it's not. Anyway, I do think I would get probably about 3 or 4 uses out of this 20ml size, depending on how much you use, but it'd be really nice for travel because of its size, and it did feel like a luxurious experience using it. And I did notice as well that there was that very slight bit of oil in it, so it wasn't like I was slipping all over the shower, but it felt like sometimes when you use a scrub, your skin feels quite dry afterwards, and this didn't. This seemed to leave your skin hydrated as well. So it was actually a really nice product, and I'm really happy to have another one. Don't think I'd pay for a full size, but I really enjoyed it. So it wouldn't be a high-end goodie bag or gift with purchase without this product. It seems to be in everything. I don't even know how many of these I must have by now. It's Augustina's Beta, the Rich Cream. So I don't know, I no longer get excited by it because it just feels like we see it over and over and over again, and unless this is your go-to moisturising cream, I can't imagine that many people were that excited about it either. But it's a nice cream, it's just the Rich one's too heavy for me, so again, it would be one I will be passing over. Standard the cream is better for my kind of skin, but if you're dry skinned, then this is probably a good option. Anyway, it's a 7ml or 0.2 fluid ounce size, and this is worth £30.10, believe it or not, because it's such an expensive product. It says, elevate your morning and nighttime routine with this high performer, made to dramatically improve skin's natural rejuvenation progress. Then we've got a full size by Paulas Choice, and this is the C15 Super Booster, 15% vitamin C with vitamin E and ferulic acid for all skin types, 20ml or 0.67 fluid ounce. I've had this recently in another goodie bag or gift with purchase in this full size. It is a really nice serum actually, so it retails at £49, which is not bad for this concentration of vitamin C, and it does seem to hydrate the skin. It is actually a really nice product. So it says, packed with a 15% concentration of pure vitamin C, this lightweight booster visibly brightens the skin, evens, tones and firms. It's like a nice easy one to sort of fit into your routine during the day. So the vitamin C is giving you that antioxidant protection, brightening the skin, lightening dark spots. It's a really nice product. I think most people will be happy to have this in a full size. Next up, we've got a product by Way. This is another one we've seen in goodie bags quite a lot, but I don't mind it. It's my go-to leave-in conditioner. I've used it for years, from when it used to be called the Smooth Spray. So this is the one I've currently got. It looks like it's full, but it's not. It's up to about there. And it's just a really lovely spray. I just use it on my hair when it's damp, and it helps like detangle and stuff. I'm sure it does way more than that, but it's just a really lovely product, and it lasts like ages. Even in this size that we're given in this gift, it will last you ages. So it's 25ml or 0.84 fluid ounce. I love these for travel as well, because then I can take it with me when I'm drying my hair. I'm still giving it that bit of protection. So in this size, it's only worth £4.28, but it's such a good product. I don't think you'll mind that it's not a great value, and that's another good thing about it. So the full size at 140ml is £24, but this will last me like a year. Probably not using enough of it, am I? But really good products. So it says, enriched with an amino acid blend, this moisturising mist strengthens and nurtures hair that can be tricky to tame. It also protects against UV rays. See, I knew it did something. Anyway, I love it, so I was happy to have another one. Next up, and one of my other favourite SPF brands, UltraSun. So I'm sure I've spoken about this in previous years. Now, they used to advertise themselves, UltraSun, as being like a one and done SPF. So you could put the SPF on and it would last all day. And to be fair, I've worn this on holidays to like Florida where it's pretty tropical and hot, and I haven't burnt when I've worn this. So I actually think there is something to that claim, but obviously now we're being told you must keep reapplying it. So bear that in mind. But anyway, fantastic product. What I love about UltraSun is it is brilliant for sensitive skin. So I have found, for some reason, some SPFs really irritate my skin. They make it dry, they make it itchy, I get a bit of a heat rash. This, you know, is just fantastic. It's so gentle, it works, and it's just lovely to use. So they've given us a teeny tiny size. I actually recently bought a 25ml size of the body moisturizer just to keep my handbag. It was like a £5 or something. This is a face one. I wish they'd kind of given us a bigger one, but anyway, it is what it is. So you can't buy it in this size, it is a sample. And this is the High Protection SPF 30. Not that high. I tend to go for 50, but anyway. It's the face moisturising anti-aging sun protection for sensitive skin, non-comedogenic, which is the case with all of their products. It's water resistant, made in Switzerland, and it's got antioxidants in there, and it also says it protects you against infrared A and blue light. Lovely, lovely brand, lovely, lovely products. Very happy to have a little one of those to take out and top up my sunscreen with. But yeah, really, really lovely. So in this size, it is worth £3.8. A full size would be 50ml and £22. It says a moisturiser, primer and sun cream all rolled into one. This streamlined cream works wonders under makeup or worn on its own. I always tend to apply a moisturiser and then an SPF. So I don't know. I've never actually just tried it on its own. Maybe I can skip the moisturisation part when I'm wearing this. But I do find, again, if I am wearing makeup, it plays well with it. It sits nicely on top of it. It doesn't affect the efficacy of the makeup. So actually, yeah, it's a really good primer too. Next up is a product from NARS. Now, if you like the lip colour I'm wearing, it is this. So it is the Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in the 1.8 gram or 0.06 ounce size, which is actually quite a decent size, decent amount of product in this. So it's in the shade Cruella. I love this shade. So it's just a little pencil like this. So you do have to sharpen it if you need, you know, when you've used this bit of product, you do put it in a sharpener, give it a sharpen. It's not one that you can twist up, unfortunately. But the formulation is great. It literally is like crayon format, so soft and comfortable on the lips, super easy to apply. So if you're gonna do a red lip, this is one of the easiest products you could use for it. So I just lined my lips with it and then basically coloured them in. So it lasts a really good long time, but is really comfortable. It's not like transfer proof, it will transfer onto things because it isn't a matte lipstick as such, but it does kind of dry down to a nice stain. So if you were to go out and you were to eat a lot and it were to start to come off, it should leave you with like a nice light red kind of tint to the lips. So it doesn't just leave you like some red lipsticks and things I've used in the past. They either sink into all the lines or move around the mouth, which is not good, or they kind of wear off and you end up with like normal coloured lip and then a little bit of red around the edges. So that's not great either. So I really enjoy the formulation of this and the application. And yeah, just a lovely, lovely product. So I'm really happy to have this, really like it. So a full size would be 2 grams and 22 pounds. So this is 1.8 grams, so it's not far off, is it, a full size? So it says, add a pop of colour with this easy to apply lip pencil that glides on as smoothly as lipstick, but gives precision like a pencil. Like I said, it's worth £17.60 in this size. Then we have got a cleanser by Aurelia, and I've used this before. It is the Miracle Cleanser, so it's creamy balancing cleanser with Protida, Baobab and something I can't pronounce. It's 30ml or 1 fluid ounce. So this you use on a dry face and then you take it off with a damp cloth. Very, very creamy cleanser. So a full size would be 120ml, worth £42. This size is worth £10.50. Made with a host of botanicals such as chamomile, eucalyptus and rosemary, which is what it smells like. This gentle cleanser swiftly removes all impurities and makeup. And it does actually work. It does remove makeup, it's nice to use, and it feels super gentle on the skin. So definitely a recommendation, particularly if you've got dry, sensitive skin. Next up, we've got a product from Tata Harper, and this is the Super Kind Fortifying Moisturizer, 10ml on 0.33 fluid ounce. So it is worth £20.80 in this size because it's quite an expensive moisturiser. A full size would be 50ml and £104. So another one that's for drier complexions, not me. It says, ideal for drier complexions, this silky smooth hyaluronic acid infused face cream is a burst of hydration for added plumpness and radiance. Then we have got a full-size Space NK hand wash, which was also in one of the smaller gift with purchases fairly recently, and I actually already own both of the hand washes. I used them in store once a couple of months ago when they first came out. Really lovely product, so I'm more than happy to have another one of these. So this one is the Voyage Uplifting Hand Wash with mandarin coconut and sandalwood, an apricot seed, which is what these like little sort of scrubby bits are in here. So it does give a really gentle sort of scrubby texture to it, so it's not like an intensive scrub. So you could just wash your hands over and over with it, it's not going to irritate your skin, but it's a lovely one to use. It smells really nice, and it's a full size. So 350ml or 11.8 fluid ounces. You can also buy refills for this, so you can get a refill like a giant bag that you fill it up with, so you don't have to keep using plastic bottles. Like I said, full size, and it's £14, which I actually think is quite a reasonable price for the quality of the hand wash, and it doesn't have any sulfates or anything in, so super gentle on the hands too, and just a really lovely product to use. And it says that it's made with single substrate plastic and post-consumer recycled material, and it says you can recycle the bottle, it's cruelty free, it's vegan. It even has a little thing here with a little cutout, so it tells you when it's time to refill. It says, inspired by far off shores and dreamy getaways, this gently exfoliating, superbly hydrating hand wash has an uplifting effect on tired hands. I said before we haven't got a shampoo. We have got a shampoo, Crystal. You've looked at it, you were glad it was in here, and then you forgot all about it. It's by Briogeo. I really like the shampoo. It's the Scalp Revival Charcoal and Coconut Oil Micro Exfoliating Shampoo. So it's designed for people with dry, itchy scalps, which mine totally gets like that sometimes. But I would say anyone could use it. It is marketed for anyone's hair anyway. And it smells like mint chocolate, which is a scent I really like. If you don't like mint chocolate, you're probably not going to like this, but I just enjoy that experience of it when I use it as well. And the scrub in it is quite subtle again. So it's not like scratchy sort of scrubbing. It's sort of, as you are working it into the scalp, it's kind of emulsifying and like gentle, and it's just a really nice one. It leaves your hair nice and kind of fresh and clean and detoxifies the scalp, and yeah, gorgeous. It says massage this minty fresh scalp scrub. I wouldn't have said it was super minty, it's more chocolate minty. Into skin to remove dead cells, excess oil and product buildup. Your hair will thank you. Also really good if you use like a lot of dry shampoo and things like that. So a full size would be 236ml and £36. This size is worth £7.11. You can buy like a travel size version, which is twice the size of this, but again, this is still a decent size and would definitely last me for a week or two on holiday because I don't wash my hair every day. But yeah, really nice one. Next up is a product that I'm not at all familiar with, but really excited to use. So it's by Cora Organics, and it is the Active Algae Lightweight Moisturiser. It just looks like the perfect summer moisturiser. It says for all skin types, 15ml or 0.51 fluid ounces. And this is what it looks like. So I do find 15ml quite a decent size for a moisturiser. It smells kind of fresh, like, I don't even know, like a fresh beauty product. Does that make any sense? Feels nice and cool on the skin. I think I'm going to put this straight into my routine and just start using it because there's just something about it really appeals. So it's like a funny light green colour and it just sinks in it really nice. It feels really refreshing and cooling. I think this will be amazing on a really hot day. It will be the sort of thing you'd put on in the morning and think, that feels nice. So I'm excited to use it. Hopefully it's quite hydrating as well. So a full size would be 50ml and £49, and like I said, we've got a 15ml sample size or 0.51 fluid ounces. So it says perfect for warmer weather. This gel moisturiser provides long-lasting hydration, even skin tone, and soothes without excess shine. So it's ticking a lot of boxes. So I'm going to use it, I'm going to report back, but I'm very excited to give it a try. It says to warm in the palms of your hands and massage onto a clean face, neck and décolletage in the morning and evening after your serum. Next up, we've got something from Derm Institute, and I think I've seen these before as like a sample, but I don't think I've ever actually used them. So they are individual gel masks. So I've researched it, as I always do before I make these videos, and you usually would buy like a box of them and you'd use one sachet per treatment, if you see what I mean. So a pack of 25 is £125, which means that these 2 sachets here are worth £12.50 for the 2. It says a hydrating hero. This potent mask instantly soothes sensitive and dehydrated skin while retaining moisture. These I think would be great for on a plane, you know, like a flight where your skin's just getting super, super dry. So they are little sachets. They are 3ml or 0.1 fluid ounce. And it says soothes and softens skin, helps to reduce redness and discomfort, provides intense hydration and retains moisture. After serum, apply a whole pack on face, no rinse needed. So it's more like a leave-on treatment. You could put it on as like the last step instead of your moisturiser at night. But yeah, I'm quite excited to try that. I like the idea of it, and I kind of like the visual on the front, which sort of looks a little bit like, I don't actually know what it's supposed to be, whether it's supposed to look like an injection pouch, but to me, it kind of reminds me of a drip. So I guess it's like a hydration drip. I don't know. It looks very medical, but I'm excited to see if it works because I think it will be super easy to travel with and a really good option for, like I said, for long haul flights and traveling and things. So yes, quite excited about that one. Then one of my favourite products, I use it pretty much every day, is by Tan Luxe. I have spoken about this so many times. So it is only like a travel size one. Hey, hold on a second. We were told this was going to be a 10ml sample and it's actually a 4ml sample. That's very naughty. I was expecting a 10ml, which is a travel size. This is a sample size. So a full size would be 30ml, worth £36. So I don't even know what this is actually worth because I was reading it originally as being 10ml. So I feel a little bit cheated here, Space NK. It says, need a little help with your summer glow? This brightening, hydrating and refreshing tanning hero will come to the rescue. So that's probably enough for like a weekend or a couple of days. I was kind of hoping it was a 10ml because then it would have done me for like a 2-week holiday or something. Here is my full size one though. So it's like, I just want to kind of show you what it's like so you can see how much of this I've used. In fact, this is the bigger bottle. It's a 50ml, so it's nearly empty. I have got a backup. I never run out of this stuff. I just love it. So it's just a clear gel type serum, and it behaves exactly like a hyaluronic serum, so it adds the moisture into your skin, but it also gradually tans. So I know I'm super pale, but I'm actually much paler if I don't use this. So I use like 4 drops on my face and neck every morning, and it just gives that hint of colour without being too much. So it's really easy to control. It doesn't smell like fake tan. It just feels like a skincare product. I just have to be careful to wash my hands afterwards because otherwise it will also stain your hands and tan your hands a little tiny bit. But yeah, such a gorgeous product. It leaves the skin looking nice and glowy and healthy, and if I don't use this I feel like I look a bit ill, you know what I mean? So yeah, I use it all year round, and you can always put more drops on if you want a little bit of a darker skin, but this one just makes me alive instead of being like translucent. So yeah, really like it. Then we've got a product I hadn't heard of before. So it's by Evelyn, who are famous for their original like balm cleanser before pretty much anyone else was doing it. But this is a new one, so it's the Foaming Cream Cleanser. Now we've got a 20ml or 0.67 fluid ounce size, and a full size would be 120ml or £45. It says wash away the day with this hydrating enzyme infused cleanser that cleanses without drying the skin or clogging the pores. It's worth £7.50. It hasn't got any SLS or anything in it, and if you've watched my videos before you will have heard me say this several times. I absolutely love using new cleansers, so I'm quite excited to give it a try. So I remember Evelyn was a brand I used to use when I first started looking at when I first started shopping in Space NK. So it's like a cream sort of texture, and then I guess it will start to kind of foam up as you use it. It will just say foaming cream. Of course it's cream, it says cream. Sorry, it's been a long day. But yeah, excited to use it. It's new to me. I love using new products, so excited. Next up, we've got a product by mariobadesco, which we have had products from this brand before, and I've never used them because I'd heard so many bad things, particularly about the facial sprays, with them having alcohol in a lot of them and things like that, which is just not good for your skin. Anyway, this one doesn't have those things in. I've looked at the ingredients, they look pretty good. I have used it a couple of times and I'm actually quite impressed, and it's quite a low price point too, so it may be one I repurchase if I continue to enjoy it. Anyway, It's a 29ml or 1 fluid ounce, and it says facial spray with aloe, adaptogens and coconut water. Hydrate thirsty skin with a rejuvenating blend of aloe, hyaluronic acid and coconut water. Powerful adaptogenic plant and root extracts help skin adapt to the effects of stress while delivering a refreshing boost for a youthful looking complexion. Let's give it a spray. So it has a really light, natural kind of scent, which almost like aloe vera, but really quite subtle. And it feels nice. It feels nice and hydrating, and I find some sprays I've used on my face irritate the skin around my eyes, which is particularly sensitive and reacts to just everything. And this one doesn't do it. So it's actually quite impressive. So it's a low value because the full size is quite low price anyway, but that's good because then if it's good and you're repurchasing it at a low price point, win-win. So a full size would be 118ml and £6.75. This size, which is like I said 29ml or a fluid ounce, is worth about £1.65. So really low value, but actually really nice product. It says quench your complexion's thirst instantly with this oh so refreshing mist, perfect for using before makeup or for on-the-go hydration. Lots of favourites for me in this box. So next up, my favourite ever setting powder. It is Hourglass. This is just the best one ever. So it's the Veil Translucent Setting Powder. So we've got a 0.9 gram, so not even a full gram, or 0.03 ounce. So it's super tiny. Having said that, again, for a holiday, it would probably be enough. So I've actually been using, I've got it here to show you, the travel size one, which I actually bought the travel size one before I got the full size. I have since bought the full size because I was getting yet another gift with purchase and I needed to spend a certain amount. I think it was for the Liberty one. Anyway, this is my travel size one, which is 2 grams. And I've been using it for like months. Now I don't wear makeup every day, so that might be why, but this is what it looks like. It's actually got a slight kind of yellow, not yellow, nude skin type colour as opposed to being like white, but it just is like undetectable on the skin, so you don't get that powdery look or feeling, but it kind of blurs imperfections, makes your skin kind of radiant and lovely, and it's just the best one ever. So in this size it is worth £3.35, so again not a huge value, but I appreciate it for how handy it will be for me to take travelling. So it says, seal your makeup look with this long-lasting, soft-focused, light-reflecting loose powder. A flawless finish is guaranteed. And a full size would be 11 grams and £41. Last few products now. So the next one I've never tried before, didn't know anything about this brand, but I'm super intrigued because it's so expensive. So it is by a brand called Kypris Beauty, and if you've heard of this or you know anything additional about it, please let me know. So this is Beauty Elixir 1. Now this retails in a full size, which would be 47ml, at £265 for a face oil. I mean, I don't know why it's that expensive. Anyway, that means that this teeny tiny sample, which is 1ml or 0.03 fluid ounce, is worth £5.63. It says a few daily drops of this luscious, nutrient-rich face oil will help towards a glowing, petal soft complexion. Now, it says 1,000 roses. In common Greek, a word for beautiful translates to being one of God's hour, opening like a rose, expanding to its sacred star. I don't know, has it got 1,000 roses in this teeny tiny one? I don't know. It says anoint your skin with 2 to 5 drops morning and night as you offer yourself an honest compliment. This is the smallest sample ever. Look at how tiny it is. It's like tiny. Kind of cute actually, isn't it? I'm actually quite excited to use it just to see how phenomenal I'm expecting it to be. So it is like a yellowy coloured serum. It doesn't really smell like rose. I expected it to smell like rose given that it's supposedly got lots of rose stuff in it. I don't know. They do a couple of different ones of these. Like, so this is the rose one, and then they do like another version of it as well. But like I said, if it's worth £265, then it's got to be pretty phenomenal. So that alone makes me intrigued enough to try it. Next up, another SPF in a diddy witty size, another pretty good one actually that I also have in my collection. It's the Dr. Dennis Gross All Physical Lightweight Wrinkle Defense Broad Spectrum Sunscreen SPF 30. 7ml or 0.25 fluid ounce, oil free and reef safe. So another one that's super tiny, but these like are literally small enough that you could pop them in your pocket when you're running out the door and you just want to like top them up on a dog walk or sitting in the park or wherever you are, whatever you're doing. So really handy. I find these are great as like a primer, this range. I've got this one and I've got the SPF 50 version of it. Really nice. Feel like they're adding a little bit of moisture and things to the skin, not sticky, makeup sits on top of them really nice. So yeah, 3 sunscreens in this box. Love a bit of sunscreen, so I'm happy with that. Finally, we've got a product by This Works. It is the Stress Check Kind Hands Hand Cream. Infused with omega rich bio boost oil, vitamin E and shea butter, this super soothing hand lotion is the ultimate comfort blanket for hands. It's worth £6 in this size, which is the travel size, but you can buy 250ml for £15. Now it's cruelty free and vegan, but it has got fragrance in. I have to be quite careful with fragrance on my hands for some strange reason. But other than that, it looks pretty good. The second ingredient is glycerin. It's got some sweet almond oil and things in there, but it has got added fragrance and a few other ingredients and stuff. So I don't know. I may give it a go, I may not. But it does seem to get quite good reviews. People seem to like this. So it sounds like an interesting option. So let me know in the comments what you think of this gift. I think it's a pretty good one. I was expecting good things with it being such a big gift, but there's lots of things in here I'm excited to try and things that sort of surprised me because they were like products I haven't seen before, which if you've watched my videos for a while, I unbox goodie bags a lot. Like I generally get all the Cult Beauty ones, Space NK ones, I've started getting the Liberty ones and the Harrods ones. So I try a lot of products and it's unusual now that I get new ones unless it's like a new launch or something. There's quite a few in here that are new to me, so I'm quite happy about that. And there's quite a few that are real holy grail products. Now I've kind of got them in miniature. So all in all, really good gift for me, so I'm really happy with it. So let me know if you picked it up. It was around for about a day and a half before it sold out, so it lasted longer than I expected it to be fair. So I hope you grabbed one if you wanted to. I did announce it over on Instagram and on my YouTube community page, so make sure you're following both and you subscribed and everything, got your notifications turned on, because I do announce these kinds of gifts and things just as soon as I find out they're going on sale and stuff. So if you want to be notified, definitely consider following me. And I'll put some links and discount codes underneath if you do want to get a bit of a beauty bargain. I really hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing. And I'd love it if you'd subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to be notified when my next video goes live. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.